I've had an epiphany. I think I've figured out why Trey Lance struggled the last 2 days and why he played so well in OTAs and Minicamp. How could he do so well in OTAs and Minicamp with no Debo, no starters in the offensive line, and struggle now? Well, after reviewing my notes, it must be noted that in OTAs and Minicamp, there was a lot of 7-on-7. That's no offensive line. And at the time, you'll remember he was praised for doing so well in these 7-on-7 drills because there's no play action, no run game, no off-schedule scrambling. It's just standing in the pocket and throwing, and he was phenomenal at that. Day one of training camp, they did 7-on-7s. He didn't miss. But the thing about 7-on-7s when there's no pads is that the linemen do nothing. If there were pads, they would do one-on-one drills, pass rush, blocking. But there aren't pads, so they just stand and watch. And these are like 75, 90-minute practices, so I guess Kyle's trying to get the most out of them. The last 2 days, day 2 and day 3 of training camp, no 7-on-7s, just 11-on-11. And when you do 11-on-11 with no pads, the defense has a huge advantage because first of all, the Niners' best offensive lineman right now, probably a second-year guard, Aaron Banks, who isn't necessarily good. So they're outmanned. But they also have nothing to grab onto. They couldn't even hold if they wanted to because there's no pads. So when the Niners when Kyle calls a play-action pass in these scrimmages, there are pass rushers in Trey Lance's face immediately. So that's what's going on. That's why he's playing so poorly now as compared to OTAs and Minicamp. I'm not saying he's going to light it up when pads come on, but it's to be expected that the entire offense will struggle until the pads go on, which is what's happening. The entire offense, first string, second string, third string, all the quarterbacks, all the linemen, all the receivers, struggling. They'll do better, theoretically, next week. Today, I think, is the last day of no pads. Let's see what happens.